Hello, welcome to the YouTube channel. Myself Nagarjun B, Computer Science Lecturer for Separatic. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. This is the second video of Python programming language. Share this video link with your friends. Gain the knowledge and rule the world. In this particular video, I have explained regarding what is an identifier, how to declare an identifier, that means the rules to be followed while declaring an identifier, and few examples of identifiers. Identifiers, while declaring, you need to follow certain rules. Those I have explained in this particular video. Share this link with your friends, gain the knowledge and rule the world. Identifier. What actually an identifier means? An identifier is nothing but the name used to identify a variable, a function or other entities in a program. Identifiers are the names given to the programming elements. In simple, you can say the names given to the programming elements. What are the programming elements? It can be a variable, it can be a function, it can be other entities. The rules for naming an identifier in a Python programming language are as follows. The first one is the name should begin with an alphabet. It can be an either uppercase or a lowercase, or it can have an underscore sign. This may be followed by any combination of characters, either uppercase or lowercase A to Z, or it can be a digit 0 to 9 or an underscore sign. Next, an identifier cannot start with a digit. An identifier cannot start with a digit. It can be of any length. There is no restriction for an identifier name. It can be of any length. It should not be a keyword or a reserved word. As I told in the previous video, a keyword or a reserved word which has a special meaning and it cannot be used for any other purpose other than for which it has been defined. It cannot use the special symbols like negation, at, hash, dollar sign, percentage sign, etc. We can use only underscore sign. Other than underscore sign, you cannot use any special symbols. Valid identifiers, that means which are correct. First one, X, Y, it is also correct. Z, it is also correct. Name, N-A-M-E, it is just a combination of characters. It is a valid one. M name, it can be used for mother name. It is a valid one. Length, it can be used for the purpose of reading a length. It is a valid name, just a combination of characters. Area underscore circle. A capital and C capital. It is a valid one because it is just a combination of characters and a special symbol underscore. Area underscore rectangle. It is also a valid one. Number 1. It is also valid because it is a combination of characters and number, but it is not starting with a number. Number 2. It is also valid one. Area underscore of underscore circle. It is also valid one because it is just a combination of characters and underscore sign. Underscore name, it is also valid one because as I told, the rules for declaring a identifier is that it has to start with a character or an underscore sign. So here it is starting with an underscore sign. Invalid identifier, that means which are not correct, which are not according to the rules of declaring an identifier. First one, 1x, because it is starting with digit. 1y, it is also not valid because it is starting with a digit 1. 1z, it is also not valid because it is starting with a digit. N space AME, it is also not valid because the space is a special character. M space name. It is also not valid because there is M space which is a special character. You cannot use a special character. You can use only underscore as a special character. You cannot use a space or any other characters. For that purpose it is an invalid. At length, it is invalid because it is started with at symbol. Area hash circle, it is invalid because the hash is a special symbol which cannot use other than underscore. You cannot use any special symbol. Area at rectangle, this is also invalid because you are using an at symbol which is not a valid character. The only valid character is underscore or the alphabets or the digits. One number, it is not valid because it is starting with a digit. Two number 2, it is also not valid because it is starting with a digit. Plus area underscore of underscore circle, it is not valid because it is starting with a plus symbol which is a special character. Within a bracket name, it is not valid because we have used a special symbol, opening bracket as well as a closing bracket. Let us consider few examples of declaring an identifier. To find the average of marks obtained by a student in 3 subjects, we can choose the identifiers as marks 1, marks 2, marks 3 for the purpose of storing the marks in 3 subjects of a student. And for average, we can take an identifier as AVG rather than choosing ABC, either an uppercase or a lowercase, or considering M1, M2, M3. In short, that it will be very meaningful if we consider as marks 1, marks 2, marks 3. And to find the average, the formula will be AVG is equal to marks 1 plus marks 2 plus marks 3 divided by 3. Consider a second example. To calculate area of a rectangle, we can use the identifier names as area, length, breadth instead of considering single alphabets as LBA. For more clarity and more readability, it will be very helpful if we consider as length, breadth, area. It gives a very meaningful for a person who will be reading that particular program or one who goes through that particular program. Another one example. To read your name, mother name and father name, we can choose the identifier as U name, M name, F name, or UR name, MTHR name, that means a mother name, FTHR name, that is a father name, rather than choosing A for your name, B for mother name, C for father name, or choosing as S1, S2, S3. S1 for your name, S2 for mother name, and S3 for father name, or choosing as name 1, name 2, name 3. Name 1 indicates your name, name 2 indicates father name, name 3 indicates father name, name 1 indicates your name, name 2 indicates a mother name, and name 3 indicates a father name. So which will not be very clearer one who reads the programs or one who go through the program. For that purpose, if we choose as UR name, MTHR name, FTHR name for your name, mother name and father name respectively, then it will be very clearer one who go through that particular program. I think you have got the idea of what is an identifier and the rules for declaring an identifier. Share this video with your friends, gain the knowledge and rule the world. Like the video and don't forget to subscribe to the channel by pressing the bell icon.